I mean, if you're asking, how much Katak he is using now for the recent pieces, there is still a kind of strong basis of because Katak is it's a form which is really about the precision, clarity, dynamic, rhythm, footwork, and it's really powerful in terms of a movement. A lot of people asking when we were dancing or when he was choreographing and he was using a lot of Katak movements mixing with the contemporary, they were asking us if we do any martial arts. So sometimes the Katak can feel like it's like a martial art because the energy is really strong, it's really sharp. So, but now, for example, for this piece, Kaash, it's a lot of it there because there was the first piece he came up in his career, it was in 2002 when he started to mix or he discovered Katak mixing with the contemporary dance. So he bastardized it, if I can say like this. So, and there was a kind of big coming up because he kind of brought a new form, new writing of movement and making a choreography. So, and anyhow, I think, because he's starting to do Katak since age of 3 or 4, so it's kind of his religion, it's his way of living, way of thinking. So, in every choreography, there is a strong base of Katak. But for now, when I see him, now he's using a lot more of the of dancers creating the movement, and then he's just applying Katak on top of it, but not Katak in terms of the form, using the Katak movements, but he's applying the form, it has to be clean, it has to be clear, it has to be rhythmical, it has to be dynamic. But the movement, what he's using the movement of people. So he's just changing he's not changing the form, he's just using the absence or the aspects of Katak basis. So I think in every choreography there is it's a huge base of it. But what he's also doing now, when I said before, that he's challenging himself, he's starting to go a little bit more into the theater, he's using the text, he's trying to discover different form of moving. For example, in his last solo piece, Dash, he called guy from martial arts. So he called the guy and he trained with him martial arts, and he made a kind of a movement sequence based on the martial arts. And after he took it, the martial arts sequence, and he transformed it into himself, and he put the rhythmical patterns, for example, from Katak. So he's combining always, he's always taking the sources from Katak. As I say, the origin, what is really significant for Katak, it's a lot of work with the arms. So basically, that you're telling the story through the face and through the gestures of the arms. Mm-hmm. You're not using the words. The words are in a gesture and in the expression of your face. So it depends how you look, how your eyebrow is playing. So sometimes you're playing feminine and masculine. And feminine and masculine is a lot about the face and about the gestures of the arms. So which you will see tonight, there is a lot of gestures, a lot of arm working in this piece. And plus, in terms of style, or what you have to know as a Katak dancer, you have to be really practically working really well with your foot, because there is a lot of rhythmical pattern with the footwork. Plus, there is a lot of exercises with arms. And if you go into telling the story, so it's like a theater play, you have to know how to express your face and posture of your body. Kaash, it means, in the Hindu words, it means if. So it's also about, and another strong idea behind it is also a kind of a creation and a kind of construction and deconstruction. You build something, you destroy something. So I think basically it's this is the 4 elements you will kind of what was the base about to create this piece, and the main thing I think what is fascinating about this piece is because was created in 2002, and once I read the article in a newspaper, and one of the guy was asking him what is your fascination now? So I think that Akraam was 25 or 27, I don't know, when he created this piece, and he said that how far you can go physically. It fascinates him how far he can push himself to go, and I think the Kaash is a really good example because it's a really physical piece. It's a lot about the movement, about the repetition, about sharpness, about the full of dynamic, and and precision. So Kaash is the perfect example to understand like where he's coming from in terms of, you will see the Kathak and you will see also the mix of the contemporary dance. I would like to really thank to the Dягилевского Festival and the artists there to invite us. And special thanks, if you can still put this on, like, we had a really great ballet master. And now I forgot the name, Bahi John, I think, if I can. Bahi John. Yeah, yes. Bahi John, like he was perfect. So thank you, Bahi John, to give us a perfect class. And it was like, yeah, he gave us really a lot of good energy. So I think like we will have a good time here and a good show. Yeah, please do that. Yeah,
Yes, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.